Okay, let's continue with the calls. 888-6-LESLIE, 888-653-7543. David in Wisconsin joins us. David, thank you for joining us, and good evening. Welcome.
Well, thank you, Leslie. I appreciate you having me on. You were nice enough to comment on one of our stories on our website, so I'm pleased to call in from Waukesha, Wisconsin, and visit with you about this.
Okay.
This story. These two girls, like you just read, have been planning this thing for months. And so when you act as an adult and calculate and, go to the lengths to draw out these plans, then you deserve to be charged as an adult. So I'm very much in favor of that. This whole tendency, though, your previous caller was almost as scary to me as these two 12-year-old girls. It's insane that he wants to blame everyone who's ever used the Internet for the stabbing of this little girl. 12-year-olds know who Slender Man is. This website that these girls went to was called Creepypasta, and it's a site for aspiring authors where they go and they work together to write scary stories and then share them with each other, and people comment and see, what they think of these stories. Kids go to this site.
And David, so forgive me because I'm not into any of this or no. First of all, you provided your last name. Did you want me to mention your last name?
Oh, sure. It's
David David Kraemer. Go ahead.
Right, from ConservativeAmerican.Org.
Okay.
And like I say, you helped us out before, and since Waukesha is my hometown, I thought I would give you a call.
Okay, and tell the site again, because when you said the site, I wasn't sure which site, if you were ahead of or the author of the Slender Man site. The Slender Man character is found on what site, so that people can look if they so desire. I'm not trying to give them business, but I want us to be thorough in our information.
Right, Slender Man was started as sort of a joke. I mean, someone created and merged several scary characters into one, created this fictional character, Slender Man, and then the site these girls went to was Creepypasta. I don't know if it's .com or whatever,
right.
But that's a site where, like I said, young authors come. And so this character was just made up, and anyone can write a story and say, oh, and then Slender Man showed up, and did these bad things or what have you.
So you're first of all, as somebody who is familiar with this site, David, is this a site for children age 12 in your opinion?
Sure.
Really?
It's just they're reading stories. Here's the thing. Kids read a lot of scary stories and read, everything from Divergent to Harry Potter to, what's the one where the kids had to fight for food? The Hunger Games, and
there used to be like Goosebumps on Nickelodeon, stuff like that, stuff that's made for kids. Yeah. It's supposed to be like a kid's scary movie, and it sounds like they just are blaming it. It'd be like them blaming, like you said, like Harry Potter, like the bad guy in Harry Potter or something.
Exactly.
So let me ask you this: so that people, I lived in Milwaukee very briefly years ago in the early in the early 90s. I worked at WTMJ in Milwaukee on the radio, filling in for a woman on maternity leave, so I am familiar with Waukesha, and I am familiar with that community. And was it fair to say it is Waukesha, for the most part, is predominantly white, middle-class, suburban? Would that be a good way to describe it?
Absolutely, and they went to a fine middle school with good teachers. Your previous
they have, and somebody had asked, because I can't find it anywhere, and was searching earlier, and since the question was posed by our caller, these kids have had no incidents of violence, and they have no criminal record. They were normal girls who were friends with this girl and went to a decent school in a nice suburban area of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Waukesha.
Yeah, out in Waukesha, right. The principal was on the television last night saying he's never had any problems with any of these three girls. They're typical 12-year-old girls and behave normally. part of our position that we take on the website is, you can't blame the internet. Thousands of kids go to this site and don't go kill their best friend. It's not.
Well, what about the parents? Since you are in Waukesha and then you have local news there that we may not get here in Los Angeles, or many of the cities and towns people listening to this program are living in, have the parents spoken out? Are they remaining quiet? Basically, what is the response by the community there, David? And what are the parents saying? Obviously, the parents are jumping on this blame a fictional character Slender Man thing, right?
Well, no, the parents have been completely quiet. The parents of the two girls that apparently carried out this stabbing have not made
and forgive me, because they're juveniles. They've been charged as adults, so that's how come the names were released to the media, because on Monday they were charged as adults. Okay.
Yes, absolutely. And the brother of one of the girls that was charged did make comments initially to the media when they were searching for these two girls. Apparently, though obviously I'm not inside his head and don't know, but apparently he just thought they were missing, and they weren't connecting the fact they were missing to the fact this other girl had been hurt. And so he did come out and talk to TV cameras and hold up a picture of his sister and say, yeah, she's missing, and, we're looking for her. But other than that, the families have not made any comment. The family of the 12-year-old that was stabbed did issue a statement today just saying that she's doing much better. She walks up and down the halls now of the hospital on her own with her father. And so, thank God that, as you said, it missed by 1 millimeter, taking her life. So.
All right. Go ahead. I have less than a minute to break, David. Go ahead. I want to give you the 60 seconds. Anything that you'd like to add, whether it's your opinion or information you'd like to share that you have there, being local where the stabbing took place?
Yeah, we live about a mile from the area where the stabbing took place. Well, just that, I would not blame the internet. I would blame the individuals. As a society, we've got to start taking responsibility for our own actions. I'd also be very careful to blame the parents. Sometimes parents do everything they can, like the parents of that school shooting out east, where they tried to get the kid institutionalized, and instead he went and shot up the school. So sometimes parents do everything they can. They do things correctly, and kids still screw up and have illnesses or violent tendencies or what have you. But these kids should be held responsible for their own actions, and forget about blaming the internet. That's like blaming the gun when somebody shoots somebody. Millions own guns and don't go kill their neighbors.
Yeah, absolutely. David, thank you, David Kraemer. Thank you for calling. I hope you will call again. Appreciate you joining us. I'm Leslie Marshall. Quick break. Back to you. Your calls, your tweets, and more right after this.